Welcome back, everybody. I know these are quite odd times that we're all going through right now. And it seems a little odd posting videos about investing, which is why I've held back even posting some that I've already shot and edited. But I had a thought last night, and I started putting some numbers on paper, and came to the conclusion that this might be a great time for people to take advantage of the stimulus package that's coming in, and even the time off that they might have at home, to start really digging into what is their stability with continuing to work for someone else and being an employee, and taking the time that you can start kind of doing more research and getting out there and picking up some deals. So here's what I came up with. Most people now know that the House and Senate have all passed the stimulus package that will allow anyone that's filed taxes in the last couple of years and makes under $100,000 as an individual to receive a $1,200 check that will be directly deposited into your account. So if you're a couple sitting at home, you'll now have $2,400 coming in. And if you need that money just to survive and get by, I fully understand and respect that. But if you do happen to be in a position where you can make things last and you can instead invest this money into a better future, here's a scenario that might help. If we look at a 97% FHA loan, and I say FHA for a few reasons. One, their credit limitations as far as score are much better. They're easier, they allow for a lower credit score. They allow for a higher loan amount, being only 3% down. Also, FHA loans will only let you purchase homes that do not need too much work. And that's not something I'm asking you to do for your first flip. Now, if you need a little extra help onto figuring out what type of home am I looking for, what am I looking to avoid, I've posted that video. Go back, check it out. I'm not going to repeat it here and drag you through it again. But this type of loan will help ensure that the home you get is going to be something that you can more easily flip for that quick profit. So we get that 97% loan. So we go up to $95,000 purchase price at 3%. That's going to bring you to $2,850 is the 3% that you're going to need to bring to close for that $95,000 purchase if you go the full amount. However, another great thing about FHA loans, they allow up to 5% closing cost credit, meaning you can ask the seller to provide you up to 5% of the purchase price. In credit, they'll take care of your appraisal fees, inspection fees, your lender fees, and even part of that down payment. As well, you're going to have prorated taxes, meaning that the seller is going to give you the amount that they would have had to have paid in taxes up to this point. That'll come to you as a credit at closing. So that $2,400 will be plenty to close this loan with zero money out of your pocket. So let's say we take that $95,000 purchase price. What is that going to equal? Well, monthly, you're going to come to around $700 a month. That's going to be your principal, your interest, and your taxes. Now also, to keep in mind, your first month, you're going to not have to pay because, again, that's being taken care of in your prorations. That's going to be included in your closing costs. So it's not until the second month that you have to actually pay this $700 a month. And by then, you should be almost halfway through your flip. Now, another benefit of this stimulus package, they're allowing even unemployment of independent contractors, gig workers, self-employed, business owners, all that, to receive $600 a week. You can apply for unemployment of $600 a week, and you don't even have to be looking for another job at this point. You can have, I believe, 4 months of this. So $600 a week will help you, if you need it, take care of your normal bills and pay the $700 a month payment on your flip. Now, if you already have a home and a mortgage, you can actually contact your lender and request a freeze. And what that means is you won't have to make your normal mortgage payments every month. It's not going to be forgiven. It's not going to go away. Basically, it will just extend the life of your mortgage. But for those next few months, you won't have to come out of pocket for that. So, if you're receiving that extra unemployment and you're now putting into here, and it's going to be a little tight because you already used your stimulus check, you can request this freeze and not have to come up with that money either. If you're only renting, living at home, what have you, this doesn't apply. Don't even worry about it. But what will apply, another part of the stimulus, is you can now go into your IRA or 401k and withdraw from that penalty-free. You're not going to get taxed on it. You're not going to get penalized as long as you repay it. I believe they've now said within 3 years. Check with your attorney, check with your CPA, your accountant. Go ahead and do some online research yourself. Make sure everything that I'm saying does apply to you. I'm just an investor. I'm not a professional attorney, agent, anything like that. But you can pull that money out to use for the rehab that you're going to do. Now, what kind of rehab are we talking about? Again, you can go check my previous videos and I'll tell you the type of quick fixes you're going to do that are going to return the most money for you. But it's basically going to be flooring, paint, lighting, cabinets, be it if you have to replace the cabinets or you just spruce them up, refinish them, repaint them, new hardware, new hinges, a new toilet, new cabinet, new vanity in the bathroom, things like that. Simple fixes. We're not looking at new roof. We're not putting on an addition, nothing like that. Okay. Now, what do I look at? Generally, I spend around 15% of the purchase price on my rehab. So, again, we're looking at, say, $80,000 to $95,000. I'm going to give you $12,000 to $16,000 to spend. And that's going to be your carrying cost the entire time. That's going to be, even if you want to include your payment, your monthly payment can come out of here. So you're not pulling any extra money out of your account, any extra money out of your pocket. You're doing this all solely based on the new advantages that you have from this COVID-19 stimulus package to help gain extra wealth and security for your future. What is this going to look like now? Let's say we found the property, purchased it, we flipped it. What kind of returns are we looking at? Well, here's what I generally go off of. I look to sell the property that I purchased for around 155%. So if you take the purchase price of your property, multiply it by 1.55. So if you're going at a $95,000 property and you're sticking in the money, my hope would be to list it for around $147,000. Now, there are going to be costs involved in selling, so let's take those out. 6% closing fees. That's going to be realtor and title fees. Generally around 5% going to go to realtors, half of that to the buyer side, half of that to the seller side, and another 1% to go to the title company. That's going to leave you with $138,000. We take that $138,000, and we're going to subtract the closing cost credit that you're likely going to have to give the buyers purchasing the property from you. That's the same type of closing cost we mentioned before that you asked for when you purchased the property. It could be less, it could be more. I'm just going with a general amount here. That's going to leave you with just over $135,000. Now we come on down. We have the $135,000. We subtract what we put into it. We purchased for $95,000. I'm going to take the full $16,000 off as well. That's going to leave you with $24,000 profit. This is, we're talking a 3, maybe 4 month time period here. So you're looking at $6,000 a month you are going to make if this all goes as planned. But again, let's keep everything realistic. What if the market doesn't rebound and everything drags on a little longer? That's fine. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video if you found the information in it useful, as donations will be made from the profits of this video to help animals in need. But what if home sales don't recover fast enough? This drags on a little longer than we thought. That's fine. Always plan for worst case scenario. That's good. So what did I do? Let's look at a quick sale price of $135,000. I'm going to take $12,000 off what I would typically sell it for, just to get rid of it, sell it fast, get the money back fast, get in, get out, get your profit, and get going with your life, right? So I'm going to take the $135,000 quick sale price, and I'm still going to subtract all the money we put into it, and the closing costs, credit, and the realtor and title fees. You're still left with $13.5 thousand profit. Do you mean to tell me that you think you're going to make in 3 to 4 months $13,000 on your IRA or 401k that you took that money out of, with the stock market being the way it is? You'll probably be lucky if you don't lose $3, $4, $5, $6,000 if that money stays in stocks during this time period. But there is uncertainty. Why should we be investing now? Well, like I said, money's being given to you, interest free. You have extra time, and here's a couple more reasons. Interest rates are still an all-time low. People are able to buy, including you, under 4%, and that interest rate will even be tax deductible. The market right now has quickly shifted over from a seller's market to a buyer's market, meaning you will be able to get a better price when you go in to get your first property. Like I just said, stocks are volatile. Keeping the money in the market, you can do it, and I can't guarantee you that it's going to go down. But again, do your research, see what they have to say, see what you think. I believe personally stocks are going to be going down, and I'm actually waiting for them to go down to make the purchase before they start going back up. Which brings me to the last point, the reversal. This will be a good 4 months by the time you look at a property, make an offer, it gets accepted, you close on it, you fix it up, and you put it up for sale. You're looking at around 4 months. By then, we should have calmed down. And all those people that were wanting to buy before, but couldn't because of the situation going on, will now be back at work, will now be calm, will now be able to get that loan that they weren't able to get, and they're going to be buyers again, which means it's going to be a seller's market just in time for you to sell the property. And then when you do sell that property and you get your profit back and you want to put it back into your IRA and 401k, you're going to be buying those stocks while they're low and letting that money increase as the stock market comes back by the end of the year. Again, do your own research, ask professionals. This is just something I thought of that could help you, your family, your children, your retirement. Try to make the best out of this situation.